Hey guys, how's it going? So today is a slightly different video. As you can see from the title, I'm just going to talk you through some of my opinions on the new Swift Sport. What I think of it, the engine, interior handling, that sort of thing. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's start off with the design then, and the looks. What do I think about the looks? I'm not a fan, to be fair, to start with. I wasn't a fan. Having seen some in different colours, it's sort of grown on me slightly. Obviously, they've tried to make it look a bit more aggressive than before. And from some angles it looks okay, but then I think the back of the car looks a bit boring. And I often think sometimes manufacturers try too hard to design a car instead of just, maybe designing it how they think. They also try and compete with other manufacturers, and I think sometimes that can make it look either too aggressive or too boring or just not right. I think obviously going forward, I think maybe seeing it in different colours will help. Maybe think, oh, that looks better in red than it does in. It's like any car really. Some cars look better in certain colours. So yeah, it looks okay, but especially the front end, I think looks better than the back, and obviously the fact that we've got like the door handles for the back disguised a little bit. So again, I don't know. I still prefer the shape of my car. I think my car still looks the best. So handling then. So the new car's 80 kilograms lighter than before. So that's 970 kilograms. Now that is. That's light. That is light, which is good, which is a good thing. So the car will feature stiffer suspension, so it's 15mm lower than before. Again, another good thing, so that should hopefully help reduce the body roll and feel a bit more agile through the corners. So the car features obviously vented discs up front and just solid discs at the rear, basically like my car. So yeah, hopefully it should handle as well, if not slightly better than before. Obviously it's a bit lighter as well, so you'd like to think it should handle that slightly bit better. I know the steering feels around the same as before, so again that should just help with the handling, making it just feel that bit a bit more agile through the bends. So yeah, obviously hopefully I might have the chance to drive one, who knows. So obviously we're comparing with my car. So yeah, hopefully they've got that handling right. Definitely with weight, I think that's a massive thing. Cars these days are too heavy. I think Suzuki have gone to a winner with that, making it as light as possible. Because then you don't have to put a massive engine in, you don't have to put massive power in to move it along, because it's light. I mean, you take the new MX-5 for example. Mazda have got it right. They've made the new MX-5 nearly as light as the original, which is great. Meaning they can put a 1.5 in it and still make it feel quick and agile, which is great. So yeah, hopefully they've got that right, but only time will tell with that. Engine and gearbox. So obviously we've gone turbocharged. I thought it would be, because it's obviously that's where all cars are going these days, is turbocharged. So the new Swift borrows the 1.4 turbo. It's a boosted jet engine from the Vitara S, I believe. So it only produces 4 brake horsepower more, so it's 138 brake horsepower, but it's really on the torque that's obviously it's a lot better. So we've got 162 over 110. So that should, obviously with turbo engine you're gonna have a bit of lag, but it does say from like 2,500 through to like 3.5. That's where your full access of the torque is. So again, only time will tell whether that is better than the natural aspirated, but it never will be. I never believe turbocharging was better. I always like natural aspirated for that full, getting the best out of it sort of feel. Offers 6-speed manual with an option of a CVT auto. I don't know why you do that, because just why would you? I don't get autos in hot hatches. I never have done. To me, 6-speed manual all the way. Again, whether I'm not sure about the feel yet. Again, it's only early, not actually out yet, the car in this country anyway. I know it's out in Australia, I believe, but it's not out in this country yet. So again, until we test drive it, we will, you know. I know I think it's Auto Express or Autocar have tested it over in Japan, and they like it. So yeah. So again, like I said, I knew they'd go turbocharging because all manufacturers have gone that now, really. And I know the Swift was the last natural aspirated hot hatch, so yeah, I sort of knew the new one would be turbocharged. But yeah, like I said, with the power, they don't have 138 brake horsepower. That's all they've had to do. They haven't had to. They could have put, you know, they could have made it 160, 170 brake horsepower, but they didn't need to because it's so light, which is great. So yeah, that's sort of the engine and gearbox. Like I said, why you choose an auto, I have no idea. To me, it's got to be manual all the way. 6-speed, obviously. So interior then, I think I've got this shot of the interior. It's supposedly it's slightly better than the mine in terms of the quality. I'm not really bothered what the interior is like, as long as it looks okay. So it's got a new like multi LCD display with a boost gauge, oil temperature sensor, and sportier dials than mine. I do like the seats. They don't look as supportive as mine at the minute, but they do look nice. So you've got same red stitching, similar style really to the current seats. Flat bottom wheel. Is that better? I don't really know. And alloy pedals again, great. So yeah, I suppose they've tried a little bit harder with the interior, but it's not a lot different to mine in terms of the quality they've used. Like the gear knob and steering wheel. What they have improved on is the technology side. So we've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, because again, most new cars now have got that as standard. 7-inch touchscreen, that should be pretty good. And the reversing camera. See, they've obviously watched my video and me fitting a reversing camera and thought, yes, we need to fit a reversing camera, so that's what they've done. So yeah, I think looking at the interior, it looks okay. It's not, obviously, like I say, it's not covered in leather, but it's that type of car. It's not going to be paying, well, the predicted price is 40.5 grand. To be fair with that, you get a lot of standard. So in terms of what you get, this is again only predicted because it's not actually out yet until they release the proper price for and different specs. Because obviously the current Swift, or I should have said, well, you know, my Swift, they didn't actually offer spec as such. It was just one spec, which was what I liked. So that's one of the reasons why I bought it, because I knew every car would have the same spec. Now the new one is slightly different. So, but I believe the standard, as you get standard in terms of safety, you get emergency braking, drowsiness monitor, radar, cruise control. I mean, that's in a Suzuki Swift. Pedestrian detection. I mean, these are sort of S-class features, not super mini. But anyway, and supposedly the lane departure system's a bit OTT, especially when you're on a country road. I have heard reports of that. When you're on a decent road, it's sort of a bit over. It goes over the top a little bit. And they say it's pretty good. It's all well. They're all good systems. And end of the day, it's safety in it. So they're going to do the maximum they can in terms of safety. But yeah, so I've put obviously see them pictures of just of the new one. Like I say, it's all right, but it's nothing brilliant, if I'm honest. I think seeing one on the road and maybe up close, I might change my opinion of it, but not a massive fan of the shape, to be fair. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Just that short video and just short my opinion of it, really. Like I say, I'd like to try and drive one if I can in the future. Who knows, I might do, and obviously I'll review that. So yeah, so if you like this video, remember there's more videos coming very soon, especially on the Mini, which is coming out of storage very soon, which I can't wait for. But going straight into P&L Minis, but I'll talk about that in the next video, which will be the final winter update on the car. So as ever, remember to like, comment and subscribe, and there's plenty more videos coming very soon. Cheers.